Welcome back. With 19 different countries gearing up to converge in New Delhi for the Grand G20 Summit, preparations to host the most high-profile and powerful guests are also in full swing. And CNN News 18's Rupashri Nanda brings you an overview of the security measures in place just ahead of the G20.
World leaders, including heads of states from 19 countries, will converge in Delhi for the landmark G20 meeting. For India, it is an all-important moment to showcase its many strengths.
The government is leaving no stone unturned in order to ensure that there is no lapse in security during the prestigious G20 Summit here in the national capital. Delhi Police has prepared an elaborate plan, and Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, Mr. Vinay Saxena, has subjected the plan to multiple reviews. To begin with, 450 quick response teams will be stationed across the national capital in order to ensure that should there be an emergency, it will be attended to immediately.
Additionally, PCR vans, ambulances, firefighting machinery will be placed at every point where dignitaries are expected to use. The IGI airport, designated hotels, the Bharat Mandapam, Rajghat and more. 7 disaster management teams will also be positioned at strategic locations across Delhi. NDRF personnel are also on standby. In case of waterlogging due to rainfall or other reasons, teams of civil engineers dealing with construction and restoration will be sent across the national capital.
नई दिल्ली पुलिस डिस्ट्रिक्ट को कंट्रोल जोन घोषित किया गया है। नई दिल्ली पुलिस डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर बस सेवाएं प्रभावित रहेंगी, तो जो उनके बॉर्डर पर जहां पर जो बस सेवाओं के टर्मिनेशन पॉइंट्स भी यातायात निर्देशिका में दिए गए हैं, करीबन 10,000 के आसपास यातायात कर्मियों को किया गया है।
Use of AI technology, background checks of staff at each venue, coordination with multiple agencies, monitoring of social media, and delegation of responsibilities assigned to officers are some of the key highlights of the elaborate plan in place to enforce and monitor security in the national capital. Additionally, there will be a partial lockdown in the capital from the 8th to the 10th of September. Fortress Delhi is ready to host the world's 20 most powerful. With Rupashri Nanda, Anisya Kumar for CNN News 18.
In fact, the NSG has also been roped in for security of the G20 delegates. India's anti-terrorism unit will be using its full spectrum expertise to deal with contingencies and potential threats during the event. And CNN News 18's Yash Goyal gets you more in this ground report.
NSG is at the forefront when we talk about security arrangements here in the national capital as G20 comes near. In fact, what we are bringing to you right now is one of the elite operations by the NSG, and in fact you can see this very chopper of the National Security Guard coming from the base. In fact, in just 10 minutes, in case of any situation arises over here, what you are seeing on your screens right now is the other NSG commandos slithering down from the chopper, and in fact this is one of the teams which is making a formation to actually carry out many of the operations. Once the NSG commandos slither down from the chopper, now what is happening is now the senior officials, the major general officials are actually leading the charge of these teams, and in fact now they are taking these teams to their tactical positions, and in fact they are asking them to make a formation. You can just see now how this entire operation is being carried out. In fact, a radio message will be given to these officers. This is the elite team of the NSG who are actually leaving no stone unturned when it comes to the security amid this very G20 summit. Now teams will be going to that very area. In fact, that will be the operational area for the NSG, and in fact this is how they go inside once they get a command. The commandos of the NSG actually coming down this very from the rooftop to the operational area. This entire area, this is one of these areas which was actually kept as hostile, or one of those areas which was kept as the affected areas, if we can say. And let's show you how these officers will make an advance to these areas. This is a very interesting visual coming in to your screens. In fact, you can see how these officers will come pillar to post and in fact check each and every point where there could be a possible threat of any sort.